Today is a nice sunny July 3rd, 2024. I'm at Great River Station. Gonna start covering some of the 4th of July weekend Montauk trains. Today's almost like a Friday, although it's a Wednesday. It's gonna be treated like a Friday because all the eastbound trains that normally run on Fridays are running out to the Hamptons and Montauk today. And those trains will return tomorrow, the 4th of July, and then they'll all go back out east again on Friday, July 5th. So I'll get to see two Cannonballs this week, today and Friday, July 5th. And we'll try to get some of the westbound trains coming back on July 7th. Okay, approaching at 2:24 p.m. is train number 12. This train runs from Hunters Point Avenue to Montauk. After Jamaica, goes nonstop to West Hampton. Leading will be DE30AC 416, which typically has a K5LA horn that will frighten absolutely no one. How formidable, huh? As formidable as an earthworm. Well, we're now at Sayville. It's 4:12. Approaching is train 76 from Jamaica to Patchogue. Should be piloted by Spaghetti and Meatballs, I believe, and at least one railfan passenger. Wait a minute, he's got a K5 LLA. Gotta be him. The app said he'd have 418, but that doesn't usually have a K5 LLA horn on it. He's got 509. Lincoln Avenue down there. All right, 4:41. We have Spaghetti heading west to Babylon with his equipment that he came by on. Get to hear those lovely K13A horns. Sweet music, haha. Here comes 17, Montauk, Jamaica, 447. We'll have 412 on the west end. 457, that nice K5LA on engine 410, train 78 Babylon Patchogue. This is Railroad Avenue crossing in Sayville. At 5:17, here comes the Cannonball, train 16, Penn Station Montauk, 5:16 on the point. Well, on the Cannonball, you heard 516 with its K5L horn. Now you're hearing the other one, the 510, with its K5L horn. Is stopped at the station. Leading is T30AC408. He's got a sandwich. Looks like he might have 8 cars and an engine on the rear end. Duh. Violation, violation. Seen train crews refuse passengers to board the train when they pull stuff like that. All right, coming next at 6:05 is train 80 from Long Island City to Patchogue, and he'll have engine 521 with a K5 LLA horn. That sound never gets old.
Train to Patchogue is now. Platform B, please activate e-tickets now and step into the cab for boarding.
Well, here at Sayville, I had the pleasure of rail fanning with YouTuber Nathan Zhang. Makes great YouTube videos. At the Bayport Fire Department. They just opened the doors. Going. We're at the Snedeker Avenue crossing in Bayport as you saw the fire department dispatch a fire engine. Comes train 20, Penn Station to Montauk. Runs July 3rd and summer Fridays only. It's 7:03 p.m. It's time for the show. We got spaghetti and meatballs on train 82, Babylon Patchogue. He's got the 509 leader with a K5 LLA. He promised to light up Bayport. There ain't enough mustard to cover that hot dog. I moved to Brentwood Road east of Bay Shore. Where did that come from? That just took off. Alright, we're at Brentwood Road. It's 7:36. Gonna get 3 eastbounds here. Train 44 from Penn Station to Speonk. A late running 22, which normally runs ahead of 44, from Jamaica to Montauk. And a train that only runs a few times during the summer months. Train 24, Jamaica Montauk. All right, train number 1 at 7:39 is train 44, Penn Station to Speonk. Running out of sequence with train 22. 22 is chasing this guy. As we look at position light signal S410. Okay, approaching at 7:48 is train 22, running about 24 minutes late. Jamaica to Montauk. He'll have an 8-car sandwich for this 4th of July weekend. Not too far behind 44, and he had an approach signal here at S410. All right, at 8:05, the last train we'll see today is a train that only runs 3 times during the summer month schedule. The Friday before Memorial Day, tonight, and the Friday before Labor Day. Train 24, Jamaica Montauk. Makes first stop Patchogue out of Jamaica. Solid horn blowing on that train. Won't see it run again until August 30th. Today is a cloudy and humid July 5th, 2024. Right along the Montauk Branch. We're at the old Stump Road crossing where the old Brookhaven station used to be. We're going to catch some of the typical Friday trains going out towards Speonk and the Hamptons. We're going to cover train traffic between Patchogue and Speonk. This is a rather scenic area. We're at the west end of the Wertheim Wildlife Refuge, waiting a couple of westbound. 17 from Montauk to Jamaica, followed closely by 45 from Speonk to Jamaica. All right, approaching at 4:33 is train 17. They'll have 404, 8 cars, and 416 in the back. Thankfully, 416 with its pipsqueak horn is in the rear. 45 will be right behind this guy. Speonk, Jamaica. Nice rail joint next to me. Oh, I love that. Clickety-clack. we move to Santa Mauritius at the Brookfield Avenue crossing. We're going to get the Cannonball. Our second dose of the Cannonball this week. Train 16, Penn Station to Montauk. He'll have the exact same locomotive consist as he had on Wednesday, July 3rd. Listen to that K5L horn. You're going to hear the other K5L horn on 40, train engine 510. We moved a little further east to the old Santa Mauritius station site. This is the old block limit station of MO. We're here to catch a couple of eastbounds. 40 from Babylon to Spionk and 18 from Hunters Point Avenue to Montauk. All right, time is 6:10, approaching his train 40. Babylon to Spionk. He'll have 510. That's the other DE30, actually DM30 AC that has the K5L horn. How similar that horn sounded to 516 leading the Cannonball. They're not quite as strong as the K5LL horns. All right, now approaching Santa Mauritius at 6:20 is train 18. Hunters Point Avenue to Montauk. He'll have 408 on the point. He has a K5LL horn, a very strong K5LL horn. He's kind of dogging it a little bit. He's catching up to 40, which just arrived Spionk. Okay, we move further east to the Seatuck Road crossing in Eastport. Gonna catch train 20 between Penn Station and Montauk. Runs Thursdays and Fridays in July 3rd during the summer. You'll note the track closest to us, that's what's left of the old PT block limit station. It's out of service now. Here he comes. We'll be arriving in Speonk shortly. All right, it's about 7:45. I'm at the Arthur Avenue crossing east of Bellport. Gonna catch train 22 here from Jamaica to Montauk. We'll have a swollen consist. Well, here comes train 22 from Jamaica to Montauk with my good friend DE30AC 416 with a K5 LA that sounds like somebody wearing tight underwear. Finish our day at a town west of Bellport, Hagerman. At the Dunton Avenue crossing, we'll get 44 from Penn Station to Speonk. Here he comes at exactly 8 o'clock, train 44, Penn Station to Speonk. Today is kind of a foggy, drizzly Saturday, July 6, 2024, with the Grand Avenue crossing on the Central Branch in Lindenhurst. Going to get a neat train. Train 6008, Jamaica to Montauk. We'll have 521 with a K5 LLA and 12 cars. Have to get this. Well, this is new. Grand Auburn crossing interrupt. This is used by New York and Atlantic crews when they switch one world here. You can hear his beautiful K5 LLA horn in the distance. That's 6008, Jamaica Montauk. Crossing in Bay Shore with the intent of getting 6001 heading west with 504 with a K5 LLA. Instead, I got 6008 for the second time. Sounded great. Well, we're still at the Clinton Avenue crossing, Bay Shore, just west of Signal S398. Gonna get 6001 heading back to Jamaica after his long nighttime round trip to Montauk. He leaves Jamaica like 1 o'clock in the morning to go out there. And there's the signal facing east. And you can hear the K5 LLA horn of engine 504 leading train 6001. He's coming into Bay Shore Station as the gates go down on Clinton Avenue. All right, he's pulling out. He'll be blowing his horn for 5th Avenue and this Clinton Avenue crossing. outstanding K5 LLA horn action on this Saturday morning. Gotta get those. And it's 11:32. We're back out at the Grand Avenue crossing on the Central Branch in Lindenhurst. Gonna catch a late running 6010, running about a half hour late from Jamaica to Montauk. He's gonna have the exact same equipment that the Cannonball had yesterday and Wednesday. 516 on the east end and 517 on the west end. And here he comes, 11:33. It's a real stuffy day today. Got a restricting signal approaching Babylon. Seen a lot of 12-car trains this weekend. Still have tomorrow yet. All right, it's still Saturday, July 6, 2024. Out on the Montauk Branch at the Panattacoit Avenue crossing just east of Bay Shore. Gonna get a couple of trains here that have pretty good horns. 6012 from Jamaica to Montauk will have 408. That has a good K5 LL. And 6037 Speonk Babylon will have a double-ended consist with 518 on the west end. That has a great K5 LA horn. Well, 105, here comes 6012, Jamaica Montauk with the 408 on the point. This is the third of the daytime eastbound Montauk's that I've seen today. Oh, 112, here comes 6037, Speonk to Babylon with the 518 leading. That sounded good. Well, it's still Saturday, July 6th. We're at the Grant Avenue crossing in Islip. Gates are going down. Train 6062, Babylon Patchogue. He's got the 406, and he's got a good K5 LL horn on him. We're waiting for our train going west soon with an even better horn. You can hear that electronic bell on them. All right, gates are going down on Grand Avenue at 4:53 for train 6061, Patchogue Babylon. And he will be led by the awesome 518. crossings on a delayed circuit if the train stops at Islip, but he's pulling out now. Let's listen to this greatest of the greatest K5 LA horns on the Long Island Railroad. Nothing even comes close to this. It's a gorgeous one, isn't it? Well, it's 6:52. We're back out at Panattaquid Avenue, crossing east of Bay Shore. Get one more train. I'm out to get those good horns. Gonna catch 6043 from Speonk to Jamaica. He'll have DM30AC 504 on the point with the K5 LLA. These gigantic signal boxes have been popping up all over on the Montauk Branch. Here comes 6043 at 6:55. Well, today is Sunday, July 7th, 2024. Happy birthday, Rosemarie. We're here at Islip on the Montauk Branch. I got up a little early this morning to catch a couple of eastbound long Montauk trains. The leaders of those two trains will have horns ranging from the sublime to the ridiculous. First train, 6006, will have 521 with my beloved K5 LLA horn, and 6008 will have 416, one of my noteworthy DE30ACs. 416 has a rather asphyxiated K5 LA horn. Well, at 8:04 a.m. approaching is 6006, Jamaica to Montauk with the 521. Sounds like he's blowing a good K5 LLA crossing sequence. Yes, sir. We move further west to the Saxon Avenue crossing between Islip and Bay Shore. Next train up is 6034, Babylon Speonk with 409 on the point. Another K5 LLA one. Here comes 6034. I was told on July 4th the scoots were loaded with K5 LLAs, but I was busy. west of Brentwood Road, we're going to get the 6008 from Jamaica to Montauk. Well, approaching a 902 is 6008, Jamaica to Montauk with a 10-car sandwich. Being led by the stifled 416. All right, at 9:20, approaching now is train 6001, Montauk, Jamaica. He'll have a 9-car sandwich. This train left Jamaica about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and they make a round trip to Montauk. It's been an entertaining 90 minutes this morning. Well, it's 4:25 p.m. I'm at Great River on the Montauk Branch. I'm out getting the last of the westbound trains out of the Hamptons and Montauks, and there's actually quite a few before darkness. And it's been a humid, sultry day today, and trying my best to stay in the shade and get some water and refreshments whenever possible. And sitting in the car with my AC going is really doing a hell of a job on my gas mileage. All right, at 4:33, the gates are going down here at Great River for train 6009. Runs from Southampton to Jamaica. He'll have 412 on the point with a 5-car sandwich, 423 in the back. We're at Oakdale now at 5:30. Here comes 6011, Montauk to Jamaica. You'll have 404 leading. Another sandwich. On the rear was my good buddy 416. Stifle, Edith, stifle. Well, we're now further east at Cherry Street, just west of Sayville. Gonna catch 6063 from Patchogue to Jamaica. He's got a cab car. Normally I don't waste my time with those, but the straight out of Brooklyn engineer is running it. Here he comes. He just pulled out of Sayville. Have a good trip, buddy. Approaching Cherry Road at 6 o'clock is 6064. Babylon Patchogue. You have D30AC 409 with the K5 LLA horn. Second time I've seen that today. I would have seen all of the K5 LLA horns on the Montauk Branch this weekend, except for the 413 and the 423. This gate behind me is acting up. Sounds pretty good, pretty powerful. Well, now we're at Sayville. It's 6:06 and approaching is train 6013 from Montauk to Jamaica. This is a summer only train pretty much. It'll make its last trip on Labor Day. All right, gates are going down at 6:08. Here comes 6013. He should be flying on through. 6064 had to wait at Y for him to pass. Well, I'm back out at Grant Avenue crossing just west of the Islip Station. Gonna hang around for a couple of westbounds with some good horns. Got 6043 Spionk Jamaica with the DM30AC 518 with the great K5 LA horn. And right behind him will be 6015 from Montauk to Jamaica with, in my opinion, the second best K5 LA horn, number 405. All right, 651, the gates are going down for 6043. He's coming into Islip Station. Should hear him blowing his horn for the Islip Avenue crossing before he comes to a stop. That is one beautiful horn. All right, 713. It's time for the second best K5 LA. D30AC 405 on train 6015, Montauk to Jamaica. too. All right, you've seen this signal before. Eastbound automatic signal S410. We're going to see a couple of trains pass here with nice round numbers as the leading engines. First one is 6017, the Montauk Penn Station. It was the old Sunday Cannonball. He'll have the 500. And then 6040 from Jamaica to Spionk with spaghetti and meatballs. He'll have the 400. All right, the gates are going down on Brentwood Road east of Bay Shore. 6017 is rumbling west. Well, that cooled me off a bit. Spaghetti should be next. All right, time is 8:26, approaching his train 6040. Jamaica to Spionk with DE30AC number 400. Spaghetti is running this. He's pretty good at pulling this particular horn. Got a nice sunset. It's been a very humid day, but it doesn't feel too bad right now. Yeah, that was him. All right, at 9:36, approaching is 6019, the second to the last train out of Montauk for Jamaica. And have a fitting closing to this superb July 4th weekend. We had some great horn shows, great horns. This train will have leader 504 DM30AC with a K5 LLA horn. Good grand finale to this great weekend.